There's a lot to love about New Mexico, from the beautiful views to the culture and even New Mexico weddings. They can be a very lovely sight. And that love is all packed into the recent issue of New Mexico magazine. From beautiful photo contest, incredible photo contest, to all you need to know about New Mexico weddings. We have Editor-in-Chief Dave Herndon here with a preview. And this is a packed issue, my friend. There is a lot of stuff. Looking at this before you came in today, lots of stuff to talk about in this. So let's start with, first in the magazine, beauty in the winter in New Mexico.
Right.
Right. So let's talk about this cross country.
Sure.
And it's sort of I won't say a diamond in the rough, but it's kind of a hike to get to. It's out near Red River.
Right, but it's a great facility, and Red River is a great, mountain town.
Absolutely.
For the winter fun. There's a songwriters festival up there next week. That's just great. I mean, where Ray Wiley Hubbard is going to be there. So there's tons to do, and they have good downhill there too. But they have the Enchanted Forest cross country, which is a great facility. Lots of really good terrain equipment for different levels of riders. And this, the author of this piece makes a case for why she thinks she prefers cross country to downhill.
Yeah,
and there
absolutely.
Are, it's different strokes for different folks, but it's cheaper. It's more accessible. You don't have to deal with chairs and lifts and all that stuff.
Yeah, and she was saying in the article that it's a very pristine area as well. That it's that it's well contained, and it's a nice place to go for cross country skiing.
Right. Yeah. It's a really good facility, and there's a handful of other ones up here in northern New Mexico too, where there's groomed trails, and you can do it at Valles Caldera, different spots around. So while we tend to think mostly of downhill. But the cross country deserves.
Yeah, everyone always talks about the downhill.
Too.
Yeah,
right.
nobody gets gung ho about the cross country. So you cross country skiers are definitely going to want to read about this location.
Yep.
Now, also lots of beautiful cultures here. Lots of great things going on. There is a Native American artist that has now got something going on in Santa Fe. Is that right?
Well, there's an exhibit at the Museum of Indian Arts and Culture called Heartbeat. The music of the native Southwest. And so it's an interactive exhibit. You can play drums, you can play, you can handle instruments, you can learn a lot. You can even do a recording in there.
You can do a recording, really?
So
you want to record your demo track up there?
You want to, I don't know how to do it, but Robert Mirabal knows how to do it. He's a famous Taos musician, and we interviewed him to get sort of like the expert commentary about what decoding this music and how it fits into the culture. So,
and one thing that I really liked about this in reading about this article is he really believed that a lot of times when you have these exhibits, it's just about the history. It's not about how it affects us today.
Right.
And so making it that experiential exhibit where you can get hands-on with it makes it more immediate.
Right, and it makes it accessible.
Exactly.
I mean, because sometimes, if I go to a powwow, unless I might not know what's going on there. What the songs are about and what the different rhythms are about and what the regalia is about, and the so you can learn that at this exhibit.
Yeah, it's very cool. And of course, one of the things I'm very excited about, was just blown away by, was your photo contest.
Yes.
So let's talk about the photo contest. I think we've got some photos here to take a look at.
Yes.
These are stunning.
Amazing photos. I mean, I've run a lot of photo contests, and I used to just hold my breath and worry we weren't going to get enough good photos. Now it's become my favorite, one of my favorite issues of the year, because the photos are just so great.
Yeah.
I think, the subject of New Mexico is, very photogenic, and amateur photography has simply gotten better in recent years because of the technological changes.
Absolutely.
The digital era has made, has opened, has given amateurs a better palette to work with, and they're more inspired to participate. And that grand prize winner was at the Bosque del Apache, of course, but there's several other.
There are some incredible photos, and I mean, really, honestly, we could spend a full section just talking about some of these photos. This has got to be one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see it at home at White Sands.
It's an incredible
New Mexico.
landscape photo.
This is just one of I mean, these could be straight out of National Geographic, and they've got these professional photographers submitting to that.
Exactly.
These are New Mexico. This is right here. These amateurs getting out there and making these.
That's right, and a lot of people travel to New Mexico to do their photography too. A lot of the winners are from out of state. And these photos are now living on our website too, and they're just kind of irresistibly sticky to scroll through. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd think this one's my favorite, and then a couple frames later, no, this one's my favorite.
Exactly. You see the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You get a favorite until you see the next one.
Right.
And of course, on the cover, we talked a few minutes ago about New Mexico weddings. We had a contributing writer on this. So let's talk a little bit about what people can see in terms of having a New Mexico style wedding.
Right. Well, I mean, I think, you know, Susie's doing a great job with that website, and you brought it to life in the pages of the magazine. The locales that we have here for, you know, a destination wedding. If you tell somebody that you're going to have, you know, a wedding in Santa Fe or elsewhere in New Mexico, they're going to come. You know? They want that one is it's at a movie set, and these people are involved in the movie business themselves.
Right.
You know, you were talking with Susie about the wedding favors. They gave pictures of the photographer. They gave the photographer's pictures to the wedding guests as a wedding favor. Now, isn't that a great idea?
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, that's a one of a kind only in New Mexico wedding, and there's no shortage of other locales around.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, right here, Los Poblanos.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's
if you haven't gotten out
the
and see it.
wineries. There's La Fonda. Another tradition that Susie writes about is La Marcha, where there's kind of a mariachi band that leads a procession, and that if you're at La Fonda or another one of the Santa Fe hotels, you know, through the plaza.
Yeah.
I mean, what an experience!
Yeah, it's great. It's
again,
great.
only in New Mexico.
Only in New Mexico,
and,
that's right.
And what an asset! You know, I feel like there could be growth in that wedding industry here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, of course, last but not least, something we talked about last week. Of course, the Oscar nominations came out last week.
Right.
And Cave Digger. It's a documentary about a cave artist up in Taos.
Yeah.
Now up for an Academy Award. So tell us about this piece in the magazine.
Well, you know, Raw Paulette is doing. I'm not aware of any other cave digger artists.
Yeah.
Know?
That's kind of a niche thing there.
And he is, you know, he's kind of a, you know, he's on his own mission here. He's kind of a hermit doing this backbreaking work to do his art, and a lot of it is in private property. You can't even see it, so that's why I want to see this documentary.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the documentary has been nominated for an Oscar award.
That's right, documentary short form. And I believe if it hasn't already, it will be showing at the Guild Cinema here in Albuquerque. So hopefully folks will get a chance to see this before the big night, and hopefully this will walk away with some gold. Well, very quick, how can viewers subscribe to New Mexico Magazine?
Well, you can go to nmmagazine.com and just start clicking through everything that, you know, that says subscribe. You can go pick up a copy where, you know, magazines are sold. We're in all kinds of locations, and get one of the blow-in cards and subscribe that way.
There you go.
There is an 800 number too.
Okay.
So there's no excuse for not subscribing.
No excuse. Dave's going to track you down if you haven't subscribed. And we, of course, will have links on our website at Casa.com under To Casa Style to make it easier to subscribe. Good to see you, my friend.
Okay, great
Thank
to
you.
be here.
All right, thank you. Well,